game of Adeptus Titanicus on the Bearfoot Miniatures, the Bearfoot Miniatures channel. It's been a long day. I'm joined today by
Phil.
Kate. Well, you could have been yet another Phil that wants to play Titanicus on the channel.
I know, there's quite a few of them there.
So we're going to be playing a Titanicus game today, as basically we're in the death throes of Titanicus, going into Legion Imperialis, right?
When it eventually comes out.
Yeah, whenever that may be. So yeah, we're going to be playing this based on the matched play missions pack, of which we both generated our primary and secondary objectives that we'll go through in a second. And I'm going to be playing with Phil's Gore Crows to get a bit of variety on the channel, rather than the dual combat warlord attempting to run across the table every single game. So Pete, what Legio are you going to be playing today?
I'm bringing the poster boys of the Loyalists, which are the War Griffins, Legio Gyphonicus.
Blue and yellow?
Greyish. And
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the Titans on the field
Yeah.
right in front of me. Yeah, so we'll go over our list. With that, we'll go over our primary and secondary objectives at the same time, just so you guys have an idea of what we're going to be attempting to do with our lists and the unit placement on the field. But hopefully they should see nice, fresh graphics that I've put into the video today and the last Titanicus video that's been out. But I didn't get to like flag it and really lampshade that being in there. So today I'm going to be playing with a Venator Maniple. Hopefully this will tie a little bit into my Gore Crows trait, because I get traits because I'm not playing Krytos this time. So my Venator Maniple basically allows the Reaver that's in the Maniple to shoot every time a Warhound knocks down the shields of another Titan. And that's an out of sequence activation of the Reaver that just happens with, I believe it's one weapon on that Reaver.
Yeah.
So yeah, my Reaver stood there. He is the Princess Signoras, and he's going to be going next to a power generator. And that's because he's got Volcano Cannon, Laser Blaster, Turbo Laser Destructor. So he's going to stay at the back, providing Overwatch fire to all of the Warhounds.
All the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Warlord trait, he gets to ignore the first weapon destroyed result. Which one did I say? He gets to repair the first weapon destroyed result that happens to him.
Automatically.
Automatically, yeah. I've then got 3 Warhounds. Oh, he's also got Unholy Benediction, so he gets to re-roll 1 dice in the entire game.
Okay.
So that will be the Bearfoot Miniatures dice,
which
which people can get if they subscribe to the Patreon. See, it's all coming together, which you can get, like Pete, by subscribing to the Patreon. So yeah, I've then got 3 Warhounds. They've all got Preternatural Grace, which lets me push either for stabilization or locomotors once a turn for free.
And that's part of the corrupt.
That's a corrupt Titan, yeah. So I get 1 less command by taking that corruption, but it will offset hopefully by not having to push into orange potentially with a reactor.
And does that mean that your Reaver's also corrupted as well?
No, it's not. They can be separate.
Okay, cool.
Separate. So I've got 1 with Plasma Blast and Vulcan Megabolter. I've got a 2nd with Plasma Blast and Vulcan Megabolter. And I've got a 3rd with 2 Vulcan Megabolters.
Oh, Daka.
Yeah. The Vulcan Megabolter one, or the double Vulcan Megabolter one, has got Marks of Conquest as well as Preternatural Grace, which means if I get close to you, you get -1 to your command checks.
Okay.
All 3 of those are in a squadron because I wanted to do a bit more damage, and Pete's not got too many more activations than me, even though he's got his like combat-y Reaver, which I'd usually want to out-activate. I'm just going to blow that up on first turn, so then it's not going to be a problem. Next, I've got a support Nemesis Warbringer with tracking gyroscopes, because what leaves home without tracking gyroscopes? And that's got a Bellicosa Volcano Cannon, Gatling Blaster, and Melter Cannon, because I wanted to run it as sort of like more of a Reaver than I've seen him run mostly. I've seen mostly run with like double Volcano Cannon and like Quake or Volcano Cannon on top. So I thought I'd just try something stupid. Finally, I've got 3 Cerastus Knight banners, which are all, or 3 Cerastus Knights in a banner, which are all Lancers, because I've heard Lancers might be okay.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah. My objective for today is to retrieve the Titan's head from the center of the board. I've got to get that to my own board edge, and that will get me a good chunk of points. If I only hold it at the end of the game, I get like half that amount of points. Yeah, my secondary objective is to survive. I just really want to survive, Pete. I've got to hold on with amount of percentage of my points left, and that will determine like a sliding scale of score that I get at the end of the game. So Pete, what is your objective?
So my objective, my primary is honor thy forebearers, a banner to one of my titans, and it's going to be on my warlord.
Let me just pick my jaw up from the ground. Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, which is at the back.
Yeah, you can see that.
My secondary is I have chosen Matter of Honor, which I select an alpha and a beta target, and I select an alpha and a beta version of my Legio Titans, and then effectively the alpha's got to kill the alpha, the beta's got to kill the beta. Yeah,
and that ties nicely into your Gyphonicus trait, doesn't it, as you were saying before?
Yeah.
Which, do you want to explain your Legio trait?
Yeah, so, well, there's a couple of different things with Gyphonicus. First off, Reaver's the mainstay of the Legion, so I'm able to swap out any Warlord or Warhound with a Reaver, which for today I've gone with an Extermigus, Extermi something. And as a result, where I should be running mostly Warlords, I do not have many Warlords.
Just one?
Just one. And then, as well as that, Gyphonicus effectively do one-on-one Titan combat. So by selecting a marked target on a Titan at the start of the game, I can re-roll all ones to hit against that Titan until another Titan from my mana pool targets.
Yeah, so you're all paired up essentially. So your alpha and beta will be paired up as well.
Yeah.
And that'll just tie nicely in. But then if another Titan helps out,
yeah.
So it's no group tactics with you.
Yeah.
There's no pack hunting. It's all mano a mano.
Yeah, that's the way I can play it.
Taito.
I don't necessarily need to play it that way, but it's the way I can play it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So what have you actually got in your force?
So going into my Extergimus battle line, Extergimus.
Yeah. We'll go with whichever one I don't edit out.
I have got my Princeps Horus, who is in a combat reaver with Vulcan Megabolt, Gatling Blaster, Chain Fist, Motive Subreactors, and Bastion Shielding. He's also a Master Duelist in terms of Signoris trait.
What does that do?
That allows me to re-roll all failed hits when I'm within 8 inches of another Titan.
Of an enemy Titan? Or?
An enemy Titan, yeah.
You can push for speed, free all game.
Yeah.
You can push your shielding once a game for free. And you are going to be, with a combat weapon, re-rolling all failed to hits.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I just need to manage to get the hits on the dice, which I'm terrible at, so...
Fair. Well, the Escher dice aren't out today.
No, there's no Escher dice.
And you've just been given the Bearfoot dice.
I know. So. What do they roll like? Let me just check.
Well.
Crap. So...
It was a 2.
So I've got a Reaver with Apocalypse Missile Launcher, Gatling Blaster, Melta Cannon, and Bastion Shielding. My final Reaver has got Turbo Destructor, Volcano Cannon, and a Laser Blaster, and Bastion Shielding.
Nice and simple to remember. It's like my preternatural strategy. I took them all the same because I didn't want to forget them.
Yeah.
And if I don't take them all the same, I'm going to inevitably forget that upgrade.
Yeah. And then finally, backing up this mana pool is a Warlord Titan as part of the mana pool with tracking gyroscopes, paired Gatling blasters, because guns go all the way around, Volcano Cannon, Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator, and Bastion Shielding.
Awesome.
Finally, I've got a banner of 3 Night Lancers from the Cerastus pattern.
You know, I've been told they're good.
Apparently, they're the only ones worth taking.
Is that what we reckon? I don't know. I like my dual battle cannon knights for just annoying people.
Yeah, they're quite cool as well.
They're quite cheap and just go forwards, Questorius. like get in the way of things. People don't want to shoot you.
I've always wanted the teeny tiny armatures. They, tiny.
So that is our army list. If you enjoyed watching this game today, don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe. All of that lets me know you want to see more 8mm scale. I see I almost said Titanicus. If you want to see all 8mm scale, I want to keep playing Titanicus into the future, unless Legion Imperialis literally has all the Titan rules. Because it's quite a nice sort of like tactical game with the orders, the reactor tracks, things like that. If you want to see more of it, don't forget to do all the YouTubey stuff, because I will keep producing it if people want to see it. If you really like it, get yourself a bouncy tray, dice, access to the Discord, where you can tell me and Pete everything that we've done wrong and how much you like Pete's models. And you can do that by subscribing to the Patreon from the link below, and we will catch you in the game. So, after the initial deployment, my Legio Vulturum, I was just trying to remember the Legio name then, have got the scouting run tactic that I selected from the stratagems pack. And I'm going to make a 6-inch move with one of my Titans. Now, I was considering doing it with my Warhound in the centre, and I might just. So, Pete, who are your Titans targeting?
So for Lust for Glory, which is the Gyphonicus special ability, my Princeps, Horus, is going to go against your Reaver.
Okay, that's my Signoras.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel that, Warlord versus Warlord, they want to target each other.
Alpha versus Alpha, potentially.
Ooh!
Well, that's your secondary.
Maybe. After that, then, my Warlord is going to go against this lone Warhound. He's going to bully him, basically.
Okay.
And then finally, the Melter, Apocalypse, and Gatlin is going to go against your Daka Warhound. Yeah, so that
and
means...
you're only picking 3?
That's only 3, because as soon as one of the others attacks it, that is gone. Okay.
Yeah. Right, okay, so you're not bothering with the other one because you're going to immediately gang up on a Titan.
Yeah, probably.
So the Titan that I'm actually going to declare is going to be my dual Vulcan Warhound, who's going to move 6 inches to here.
It feels like he's getting out of the way of the Warlord that has just declared him as his target.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. I was thinking about my Warbringer, but I've hemmed him in with Knights.
You have, haven't you?
Yeah. I didn't. Not a great usage of that one.
No.
Well, right, shall we get into first turn?
Sure.
So I finish first.
So you get a D10.
Get 5.
And I get 6.
Oh, boo. Bring back
a Rich Adams
dice.
on you.
Bring back the Escher dice. Right, so that is into orders of turn 1. I have something to do before me and Pete get into this. I'm first going to fire my Apocalypse launcher into the Melter Reaver that's in the centre of the 3. So I've got 5 shots from my Apocalypse launcher. I'm in long range, I think.
It's 30 plus 30 long range. Then,
Yeah. I want to be over 30.
No, you're within short.
Right, so I don't get my +1. So I'm just going to hit on the standard 4+ of my ballistic skill.
Okay.
So I get 3 shield saves for Pete. Do you want to push?
I'm going to push. And where's my reactor dice?
Do you want to just use these ones here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Reactor dice. So I'm not gonna use
your Bastion.
My Bastion on this one.
Right.
Okay. So I
take
get 2
heat.
Yeah, and that one is here. So plasma goes up there.
So into the yellow, but re-rolling 1s on the 3 ups.
Yeah. So 3 ups.
Re-rolling that 1.
And they're fine.
Loves them all, but that's a tasty amount of heat.
Yeah.
Any more stratagems to enact? So I'm going to play Blind Barrage, and I'm going to play it on my Warhound in the centre. So you're -2 to hit that Warhound this turn.
Okay.
So Pete, you're riposte.
I see your Blind Barrage, and I also play Blind Barrage on my Princeps.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. Right. So, any orders for you, Pete?
So I'm going to do full stride on my Princeps.
Okay.
Okay. So for the Reaver, it's 4 up and +2 because he's my Senioris.
Oh, 1? Is that a 1?
That is a 1.
Pete walks out of the studio.
And I have to play Iron Resolve.
What does that do?
Which effectively, it means it's passed.
Right, okay. So that's your immediate usage.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do any stratagems.
Ooh.
This phase. Just don't fancy it. Don't fancy it.
Okay, so where is it? There. After that, then, the only other order I'm going to do is I'm going to do a first fire on my Gatlin, Apocalypse, and Melter Reaver.
Yeah.
So 9, he gets it.
Yeah, and that's the one that is currently being able to target with his preferred enemy.
Yeah.
My Warhound. So, with that, you make the first move, Pete, because you won the roll-off.
Well, I think I'm going to capitalize on that first fire and do that shooting now.
Okay, so you want weapon. What is it going to be?
Guess what?
Apocalypse.
Yeah, funnily enough, yeah.
So I'm within 30, so you don't get your +1 to hit.
Yeah.
Just your 3 ups, right?
3s, and there's no way to re-roll. Oh, yes, there is a way to re-roll. If I get 1s, I've targeted that one. So,
look at that.
And, no! 4 hits, please.
I
Cannot share your shields.
No, but I am definitely going to push for this. Because even though I might go hot dog, 4 is a lot to be taken. 1, don't go hot dog. Excellent. So, 4, 3 ups, re-rolling the 1s. Cheers for coming. So I go down to a 4 up on my shields, but critically they're not dropped.
Yeah.
Into my activation. With no further incoming fire, I don't want to reveal my hand of what my strategy is. So my Reaver is going to go walk and turn to be by the power generator and in some cover, basically, for any shots that Pete is going to do.
So I'm going to move 6 inches.
And this is the unassigned Reaver.
Yeah.
Ooh, with Bellicosa. What's that? Bellicosa. And then Las Blasters everywhere.
Yeah.
The mirror of my princess. And you're moving forward.
I'm just moving forward, strutting my stuff, presenting myself. Yeah.
So I'm going to move with my Cerastus. And they're just going to pile up 12. And I'm going to go a bit closer. So I sort of want to be heading this way, but I also don't want to head off my own Warhound here. Because that would be silly. That would be very silly.
Yeah.
And what I am going to do is space out a bit so I don't get nailed with a single melter cannon blast.
Yeah.
When Pete targets my knights with a high strength unit. So over to Pete's go.
From that then, I see your Cerastus. It's 12, isn't it?
It is.
And I'm going to move just shy of the objective for you. There.
Right. So now comes the time that I sort of want to get within 1 inch of this, but stay outside of 2 inches of Pete's range of that Lancer. I'm going to wait for a second though. I'm going to do my Warbringer, who's going to move 5 without pushing anything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stomp forwards. They want to just get into some nice range and not be within my scale because I want to destroy those Cerastas as fast as possible. Over to Pete's go.
Okay, so for me, full stride means that I get to move now and then move in the combat phase.
It does.
Yeah.
Remember, it's got to be in a straight line in the combat phase.
So I'm going to go 9 inches because I can push the reactor.
Yeah.
To there.
Yeah, and you push for free because of your upgrades.
Yeah.
And be done.
I'm wondering about facing.
Wonder.
So I can do effectively 3 turns because I can push again without suffering any consequences. So I'm going to go to.
Oh,
there.
You can push both.
Yeah.
Turns and locomotives.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. What I'm going to do, wellity, is... Well, I suppose I've got to activate all my Warhounds now. So what I'm going to do is start getting this Warhound that's been targeted already out of the way a little bit. And I'm going to go the 8 and turn so that I've still got my front arc to the Warlord. I've got some cover, but I can fire my Vulcan Mega Bolters into Pete's Reaver.
Okay. Which one? I've got multiple Reavers.
Into the Princeps and Euras.
Okay.
Next, my second Warhound here is going to go and share shields.
Oh, strange that.
I know, funny. Warhounds in a squadron sharing shields, who knew? And now, finally, my Warhound in the centre is going to try really hard to not get within 1 inch or within 2 inches of Pete's Knight. So I'm going to do that off camera. So we've gone off the topic of me thinking about it. So I'm going to put my Warhound down, and we know I've got the movement to move around it. I'm going to go one single plop. So, see, I need to stay out of 2 inches of that Knight, otherwise I'm going to start taking a hammering. But I need to be an inch of the objective. So I'm going to go to there, Pete. And that is my movement phase done. Goes over to you.
So it's the Warlord next.
Yep. Weighing up options.
Yeah.
Ooh. Got to concentrate. I tell you what, we're getting stuck in this one. Neither of us have been shy. But what does he do? Tune in next week.
So I'm going to
cast Fireball.
Hey.
The jokes continue. The mind games have definitely started.
So I'm going to push the reactor with my Warlord to move forward.
Okay.
Hey.
He gets nothing. Oh. He moves 6 inches forwards.
To there.
Right. So he's going to be using...
There.
Oh. I think my Warhounds have saved this turn a little bit at least.
Possibly. And that's it.
Yeah. So let's get into the repairs phase.
Yeah.
Shall we just do all of our repairs, Pete?
Yeah.
Because it's what makes sense. My Warhound that dropped a few shields gets nothing.
And my Reaver that's lost a bit of plasma gets 2 back.
Come on. Okay, Pete. So what are you doing in the shooting phase?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my Princeps and Horus.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do full stride, the remaining part of my full stride, and I'm going to push my reactor to move the full 9.
Yeah, so he's got to be in a straight line and no turns.
To there.
Interesting. So that saved the Princeps and Eurus potentially this turn. He's blind barrage as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Shallow and pedantic. What I'm going to do is...
I'm trying to do as much as possible that I don't have to rely on dice to do anything for me.
Yeah, I should have seen this coming, to be fair. I've got my Warbringer. I'm going to fire into your Cerastus Knights.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want... Even if even if they're out of range this turn, I don't want them targeting me with a charge next turn.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to be the one getting the charge with my Cerastus. So I'm going to start with... I don't think it matters, actually. Other than if I core someone out with a critical hit. I'm going to start with the Melter Cannon.
Okay.
I'm outside of the 9-inch, like, short range.
Yeah.
The Melter range. So I'm going to roll to hit. I'm going to place it on this central one, like, let me get a template.
We probably need some templates.
Here we go. So I'm going to place it there. So that oof. What blue blast? What blue blast?
There.
Yeah, so it just clips your Reaver as well.
Yep.
So I hit on a 3, because I've got clear line of sight to there. I hit. So I get 2 hits on the Knights and 1 hit on the Reaver. I'm strength of 11.
Yeah.
So the 2 on the Knights gets a 17 and a 13.
So the 17 is a critical hit.
So that removes a Knight and does whatever damage it does to the Knight. So with the 13 being applied first, then the 2 structure points from the critical, Pete loses 2 Knights in total. And then we will get into the Gatling Blaster. So the Gatling Blaster has 5 shots because it's a Reaver Gatling Blaster.
Oh, do I get my 6-up saves for the Iron Shields?
You will do for these.
So,
I hit with...
Didn't I get one from...
Oh.
For the last one, it would have...
Ah, right, yeah. So roll the 13 and then roll the... So we know.
For the 13? No. And for the 17? No. There we are.
Right. Then you've got 5 Iron Shield saves for the Gatling Blaster.
So, would it be a 9 if I rolled them all separately?
Please don't.
So, it's 1 Knight in the banner, and we're strength
5.
5, so that would be 4-ups.
Right, so you've taken 3.
Yep.
So I roll my 3.
2.
Oh, no, I've got to roll the final strength. I reroll 1s because of Ordnance. So that's 8, 9, 9.
8, 9, and 9. So 8 is nothing. And then I take 2 direct hits.
Okay, so you're on 2 hull points left.
Yep.
And I'll fire my Volcano Cannon into that Knight.
Hey.
So I'll put it on the back edge of that base.
Yep.
So that so I have less chance of scattering into myself. When this happens, when this exact thing happens. So from there, I go 5 inches wildly off.
5 inches.
That way.
That way. You're taking 2 hits on your shields, mate.
So before firing the shot, I roll the draining dice.
Ooh.
I take 2. And luckily, it's got a big boy plasma track. So I'm still not in the orange.
Just on the yellow one, yeah.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
I've got 2 shield saves for my Warhound.
Both go through?
No, because I've not taken any on that Warhound.
On that? Oh, yes.
So I go down to 4 with that Warhound.
Okay.
Not the most effective turn of shooting I've ever had.
Okay. At this point, do I take a shaken test?
You do. You take 2, 1 for each casualty.
Okay.
And I imagine you've got your Lord Scion left.
Oh, funny enough, it is, yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
The one that was leading the way.
Mm. So the first test will be on 4 plus the 2 for the Lord Scion.
Fine.
And then the second one, 4.
Fine. Yep, 4. That's fine.
So it's 5 plus the 2, but yeah, you pass both.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. So that is into Pete's go.
Okay. So I'm going to activate my Warlord.
Yep.
And he's going to target the Warhound that he singled out.
Okay.
So I get my rerolls of 1.
Yeah.
Because I think that after this one, I'm going to lose my bonus when I fire other stuff at it, potentially.
Fair enough.
But I'm hitting against something that's got a blind barrage on it.
Mm.
So it'll be the -2 to hit on it.
Yeah. So it's 5s re-rolling the 1s.
Yeah, so to start off with, I'm in range with my Gatlins at 24-inch range and my Sun Fury. Yeah, so hitting on 5s, re-rolling 1s. Yeah. And Ordnance isn't used until...
That's damage, mate.
Damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
So for 5s, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Jesus. And then re-rolling that 1.
Yeah. So
to re-roll you.
yeah.
Oh.
There. And I need a 5 on this. Need a 5 on this. Yes.
Oh, of course he does. It's an utter bastard. So,
8.
my 8 total saves on a 4
4
up.
up.
Now, I don't think it's going to save me to push this reactor, so I'm just going to take him. Oh, and it might have done. Oh, no, it might not, because I didn't get any ones. I take 3 total shields, and my shields collapse.
Okay.
So I was on 2.
I'm now going to do the Bellicosa.
Yep. So you hit on a 5. Oh, you got to do the draining first.
Yeah.
Because it might stop the shot.
Where's the Titanicus? Where you're always trying to find the reactor dice. There. So 5s. And we've got
Machine Spirit roll.
Awaken. So
roll your command check.
Command check of 3 up. 7.
So you love it and just take 1
Yeah.
heat.
Yep.
So now you roll the damage on your 2 hits. And where does it go?
Okay, Sean. So it's body and that.
Nothing.
Ah,
Is it only what each one's to hit, isn't it?
it is.
Excellent.
How it is plusing that to a 3 though, because of the Lust for Glory.
What's the lust for glory?
So Lust for Glory gives me reroll 1s and an additional 1 for
What?
yeah
What?
for armor pan. So Bellicosa, that's a 15.
So to my
on the body.
Warhound body, a 15 is a critical hit. So I'll take 2, and my reactor leak is 1 now. Oh, you're going down, Warhound.
Okay, and then after that, my Sun Fury, which at this point now, yes, I will be firing maximal fire.
Okay. You're firing on maximal.
I'm firing on maximal. I'm still re-rolling 1s to hit, but I'm hitting you on 5s.
Yeah.
So single
One
hit. I get plus.
Have you got any minuses for range? I'm just really hoping that you
Nothing.
do. Oh, gutted. Yeah. Right. So roll your location as well as your
dice. Oh,
nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yes. I survive. Right. So that is into my activation, of which I've just got the Knights and the Warhounds left. I'm going to start by activating with. This might as well be a coordinated strike.
Mm-hmm.
Because why split fire a squadron?
Mm-hmm.
If I can see them all, I'm going to start with firing my dual Vulcan Megabolter Warhound, and I'm going to target this boyo.
Okay.
So
So
that's 12 total dice.
let's have a look at the arc.
So I'm in long range, so I get -1 to hit. So I'm hitting on 4s with 12 dice, and any 6s will become 2 hits.
That's a lot of 6s.
It is. So it's 4 6s, and I miss 1, so it's 15 total. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those also miss because of the long range. So I missed 3 times, and it's 4 total 6s. So
4 more dice go into the pool.
yeah, so that's 3. So it's 13 total hits. So Pete uses his Bastion Shielding.
After we took an interlude.
Yes. So re-roll any ones, hopefully.
Yeah. Reroll any ones. And
14 2s coming up.
Yeah. So
Well, it's a good amount of re-rolls, but also 3 fails.
yeah, 3 fails so far. And
And
then my rerolls.
so that's 4
4
total
fails.
fails. So I don't think I've downed that shield.
And that's Laser Blaster, Volcano Cannon, that one over there, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's 1, 2, 3, and they're down.
Oh, they're down. Right. So now out of sequence, my Reaver gets to fire.
Yep.
So I'm going to select the Volcano Cannon
Yep.
and fire that into Pete's Reaver.
Okay.
So I'm going to push for the Volcano. Oh, 2.
Ooh.
2? That's twice I've got a 2.
I know, I like that dice.
I'm going to roll to hit on a 3 up. I nail you.
Yeah.
So I get
2 hits.
2 hits to the body. Or to the
2
to
hits
the where.
to the location. Yeah.
Yeah.
To a special, which is a body.
Yeah, so
That's
I get...
So Volcano is strength 10, so that's a 16 and a 13.
Yes, so we apply the 13 first. But I'll get no bonuses based on the damage track.
So 13 is a
So I get devastating
devastating
and a critical.
and then a critical. So that puts me 1 up on the critical hits, and then you take 2 or 3 there. It's 2, isn't it?
So that's 4 total pips down on the damage track.
That's quite a heavy hit. That is.
Oh. Yes. Next, my second Warhound is now going to fire at your Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fire with the Plasma Blast gun first.
Yep.
And I'm going to Maximal Fire Pete.
Okay.
Who knew?
Mm.
So I'm over 8 inches range, but within the 24-inch range. So I'm getting -1 to hit on that. Oh, the Vulcan Mega Bolter doesn't get -1 to hit at long range. It's the Plasma Blast gun. I've downed your shield, so it doesn't matter. So the Plasma Blast gun, I'm just going to send to the hole over Pete's Titan. I get 1 hit and 1 scatter.
Yep.
The scatter goes 7 inches well off.
Yeah.
And holes absolutely nothing. So I get 2 hits to the where? To the body. And I've got maximal fire on, coordinated strike.
Yeah.
So that's +3 to the strength total. So I've got strength 11. That's 12, 13.
So that's a devastating +1 to it as well. So it would go there and up 1.
Next, the 17 will be a critical.
Yep.
So that pushes Pete past 1s and critical 1s. So it's total of 2 up on that track.
There and there.
Yeah. Right. So my Vulcan Mega Bolter. So I've got a bit of a dilemma here. What I sort of want to do. So I'm going to fire with the Vulcan Mega Bolter and target the body.
Okay.
Now, I've just checked because I was getting this wrong. If I down a Titan in the turn as Vulturum, I'm going to get +1 to hit with any other Titan firing in the same turn. So with my Princeps and Euros left to go, it might balance out the blind barrage a little bit. So I'm going to fire 6 shots. I'm going to hit on the right number now, but what I am going to do is call the shots onto the body.
So it's -2.
Yeah, so it's -2. I'm hitting on 3, so that's 5s.
Yeah.
And 6s will count for 2. Wow.
Yep.
And these are the Titanicus dice. So that's 6 total hits.
So strength is 5, isn't it?
Strength 5, +1 for coordinated strike.
6.
Plus whatever you are on your track.
3.
9.
So,
15. Let's go for that.
So the 15 is a critical hit.
And that will destroy Pete's Reaver. Right. So on the catastrophic damage, I think that's a 1.
That looks like a 1.
That's a 1. So 1 is silenced. You count as destroyed, but you remain standing. You can be targeted and collided with by other units. If you suffer any damage, you fall.
Mm-hmm.
So we leave that there.
Okay.
So with that having happened, I now get +1 to hit with any other Titans, as we said before. But my Warhound is just going to pick up and retrieve the Titan head.
Okay.
And that'll happen at the end of the turn. It doesn't happen right now, I don't think.
Yeah.
And that's over to Pete's go.
Yeah.
So Pete.
I think I'm going to be activating that Night Lancer.
Okay. So, 2 inches. Have I guessed it? I'm out of 2 inches.
But you're within 4. I still get to fire my Iron Gauntlet Shield Shock Blast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pete's Iron Shield has 2 dice at strength 6. With rapid, so only 6s will be 2 hits.
Yep. And have I got any pluses when I do hit?
With that Warhound, I'm criticaled in the body, but you're not actually on you're on a +1 for the armor track of the body.
Okay, but I'm going to be 6s to hit you still.
Yeah, because I've got blind barrage.
Yeah.
So you'll be 7, so can't target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 6s.
You're not threes
forced
normally?
to hit. Ballistic skill of 4. Yeah.
Right, sorry. Right, so you're 60 to hit, no
Yeah,
hits.
nothing.
And that is over to my go, of which I'm going to fire with my Senores Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start by firing at 32-inch range on these lasers. So I could start chipping down something else. But Princeps Senores Reaver is right in front of me. And that's scary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire at Pete's very rearmost Reaver.
Okay.
No, I'm going to fire at Pete Sarastas Lancer here. What am I doing? Right. So I'm going to fire with my top hat first.
Yep.
Pete's in the open. I've got
2 dice.
2 dice from my top hat. I hit on 2s because my Warlord trait now. Or not my Warlord trait, my Legio trait.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 2 hits at strength 8, which I imagine Pete does get a save against.
So that is nothing with 1 knight. But
Plus
then it gets
1
plus.
because of the Lancer,
So it's up to 6s. No.
And then the damage roll.
Well, that's a 1 that's
Nothing.
ignored, and then
A 13.
13, which is devastating hit, so it takes it down
To red.
to red.
So, right, I will go over that. So, my laser blaster here is actually blocked by this building, which gives it a -2 to hit because I can see the top of Pete's knight. So that's -2.
Yeah.
I get -1 for being at long range.
So you're currently on 6s.
And +1 for my Legio trait, having been popped.
Yeah, having
So
popped one
5s.
of my Titans.
So
There
1.
we go. Got 1.
And then Pete gets a 6-up save because he's a Lancer.
Yeah, and that's a strength 8
So
again,
8.
so... Nope.
And
And
what's
then-
he do? 4. So a
4.
4 + 8 is direct, which is 1.
Yep, and that's all you need.
Excellent. Excellent. And looking like I should have full strode with my Lancers, but I did call that I wasn't going to do anything. Right, so that is my last activation. On to Pete.
Yeah, and it's going to be... They are now sharing shields over there, aren't they?
Yes. Or they can do, depending.
Yeah.
I'll give you a sec.
So, my final Reaver is going to fire at the one that he singled out at the start of the game, which was the Daka Warhound. So 5 Apocalypse missile launchers. I believe that I'm outside of... I'm within 30, so I will not get the +1. So looking at it, it is barrage, so there's no minuses for line of sight, right?
If you fire at something out of sight, it's -2. Or if you fire it indirect, it's -2.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're about 50%.
So that's -2. So either way, the barrage will be -2.
So if I do that, I'll be -2, 5s, rerolling 1s. However, if I target the one that I can see fully, because you're going to be sharing shields anyway,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be hitting on 3s, but not rerolling anything. Yeah.
It's up to you.
So I'm going to be hitting the one that I can.
So hit on
actually get rid of.
3s,
Yeah.
no rerolls though. And
Yeah.
he loses it all game now, right?
No, nobody targeted that one. So he can still target that one whenever he likes.
Oh,
just
so
as
he
long
can
as
target any, it's just so long as no one targets his.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so...
I get how it works now.
No, it's complicated. Who would have thought? So,
3 hits.
3 hits, please.
Now, this Warhound is still on full, and I've not yet pushed. Wellity. I'm gonna push the reactor. I don't want to lose that 3 up. I take 1. I stay in yellow. So I've got 3 on my shield track, 3 to roll.
Oh!
Lucky
you get to
I
re-roll
pushed.
2 of them.
Oh.
Whew.
Right, so I take 1 shield,
Yep.
and it's into Pete's next weapon.
Okay, now it's a Gatling Blaster. 24.
I'm not sharing, by the way. I don't want
Okay.
to lose.
I'm within my 24-inch range.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So 5 shots hitting.
3s.
Yeah. Oh, 5 hits.
5 and oh, hang on. Oh, it's a shame these are not rapid.
No, they are not.
Oh.
No, I can't push again. I was like, do I push and hope for the like no heat? But, oh look, I lose my shields.
Yeah.
But I don't go up into the orange.
Melter, I'm not within 9. However, this is going to be a 1 hit shooting at you, hitting on 3s.
Are you placing it to hit both? I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
So it's going to go, fun enough, there.
Right. So over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Of where that is.
So it hits.
So it's 3 total hits of them 2.
Yep. So 1 on a shield.
Yep. 1 on the shield. His shields are down.
Ooh.
All my warhounds, his shields are down. And then 2 on the warhound with no shields.
Yep. And Melter.
So 11.
Yeah.
To the where?
Oh, location. Location is the leg.
Ooh.
And I keep on getting those ones. 5.
5, so 16 is a critical. So it pushes me 2. And I need a critical marker. So my stabilizers are damaged. Which we'll look at what that does in the end phase. Right, so that is, except for the Cerastus, which I can't do anything with, that's me out of activations.
Yeah, okay.
Have you got any left?
I don't have anything left.
Excellent. So into the end phase, I have a few people in a bad way. I've got critical damage, stabilizes damage. At the end phase, roll a d6. On a 1 to 3, it turns left. 4 to 6, it turns right. So the warhound that you've just damaged, do you want to roll it for me?
Oh.
Do you want to roll the damage?
Participant interaction. 2.
So it turns left, which isn't the worst result for me because I turn 45 degrees and basically end up facing your Princess and yours. Next, I've got a Void Shield. I've got a Reactor Leak 1. So
just got track 1, don't you? Yeah.
Pop. And that is all my critical. Have you got any critical?
No.
No. So that's the end phase done, and we'll get into priority of turn 2. Whichever you want to roll, because it's equal chances. Looks like I'm going first.
Nope.
Looks like I'm going first. Excellent. So in the enact stratagems phase, I'm going to fire my Apocalypse Launcher into Pete's Reaver, who is no longer blind.
No longer blind. I can see clearly now.
Continue. So I need 6s to hit because I'm BS4, -2 for being out of sight. Nothing. And I'm not going to complain about that. Any stratagems for you, Pete?
Yeah. So, charges have to be in a straight line forward, don't they?
They can be within the arc.
Within the arc, yeah. What I'm going to play is the long retreat, which means that for the duration of this round, the player's Titans do not halve their speed when moving outside of their front arc.
Okay. Would have been nice to have my no movement backwards or sideways thing that we talked about at the start of the game. But you win some, you lose some. Orders-wise, what I'm going to do is not really that much. All I'm going to do is full stride my Cerastus Knights. Because I'm not going to get a charge this turn. They've not got great shooting weapons.
But moving around 24 inches across the
table.
table.
Yeah, he's brilliant, right?
Yeah.
And I get it. So they go on full stride orders. Any orders from you, Pete?
So I'm going to do a command check on my Melter Gatling Blaster, and I'm going to do first fire. Which
A 4, which passes on a
Yeah.
Reaver. So just about get it. Now, I've got the quandary of, do I attempt a first fire with someone that's going to try and do in the Princess and Horus? No. No more orders from me. Because
Okay.
I want my full complement of possibilities. Into
Okay.
Pete.
Cool. None for me.
Okay, so that's into the movement phase,
Mm-hmm.
of which I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to start out. Can you guess, Pete?
Warhounds?
Warhounds.
Yeah.
Surprising no one. What I'm going to do on my central Warhound, which is currently on a yellow. So I'm going to make 3 turns. So 90 gets me to there. I'm going to go with because I've got boosted movement from my preternatural grace. I'm going to go 2. I'm going to turn again.
So you have to push the reactor.
No, that's 3 because I've only turned 2 up to now. It's
Okay.
3/5. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I've gone 2. I'm then going to go 6. Step over that corner bit and go 10.
Mm-hmm.
And just end up facing backwards there. Retreat. Next, my Warhounds over here are forced to act now. My Warhound here is going to step backwards, and that's half my movement. I've got 8, so I can step backwards 4. So I can step backwards to here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to stay lined up like that because what I want to do is just maximize the amount of options I've got, depending on what this Reaver does. Finally, my dual Vulcan Mega Bolter. Who went on first fire? Is going to get really close to this Warlord. I'm going to come 3 inches. And stop here. And I'm going to line up so that my 90 degrees covers off the table arc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Covers off the table arc and basically forces Pete to sort of go that way anyway, so he'll stay in my arc. Might even come a bit back. So yeah, that is my Warhound movement. So Pete, what are you activating?
So I can activate my Reaver with the Melter and Gatlin, and I'm going to fire at that one, that Warhound over there that I was shooting at last term.
Yeah.
So,
what are you firing with?
Melter cannon.
Are you in range?
24-inch range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Oh,
what are you hitting on? What?
need to roll 1 dice, don't I?
All right, you got double 5 though.
Yeah.
So let's just go with 5.
Okay.
Are you hitting? I suppose even with cover, you'd be hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you hold me. You get 2 hits.
Location. It's in the head.
For 15 and a 13. So 13's applied first.
Yep. It's that one, yeah.
Oh, it's this one, isn't it? So the 13 is applied first. That's direct. And then the 15 is devastating, which gets me to the +2 track, but not yet critical.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. And then your movement
over
activation.
To me go. I'm going to go with my Cerastus Knights, who are going to start.
Full striding.
Yeah.
Go on, hold it there. Now.
Over to this point. Oh yeah, will you move for me? Just
so
plonk him, directly behind, if you will.
There, yeah.
And then this one.
Up there?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Just making my way downtown. Walking fast.
So that one's done a shot.
Movement. You've got to actually do some movement in movement phase.
So, my Warlord,
Yes.
he is going to... They've moved, haven't they?
Yeah, my Warhound's moved.
So...
Are you going to push for movement?
Yeah, I think I am going to push.
Have you got an Iron Warrior on the base, you bastard?
I know.
You bastard. I see what you did there.
Push the reactor.
Yeah? What are you pushing for? Speed or turns?
For speed.
Okay.
And remember, I can move without penalties outside my front arc.
You can.
Mm.
So one
up on the tract. That.
Still in green.
Yeah.
Or just gone to yellow.
Do I go 6 inches this way?
I don't think you can get out either way. It's just light of my arc.
I'm not concerned about your arc so much. I'm either thinking about taking a pot shot over there, but then obviously they've got the lancers coming towards me, or I'm thinking of just going straight back and just mowing these down.
Fair.
So we already know this one isn't within range of that one.
Mm.
And this one's still got the pluses to reroll 1 and +1 armor pen on that one as well. I'm going to push the reactor again to do a further turn so I can get a 90-degree turn fully in. And it pushes the reactor again. Mm.
So no awakened machine spirit there.
So I'm going to move to that. And then I'm going to do
2 turns.
2 turns. It's there. And
2 turn Pete.
To there.
Right. So my Warhound is safe for this turn. And it's into my activation, which I've got my Reaver and my Warbringer left. Now, my Warbringer, I did want to really get stuck in, but I think I need just some insurance on those points with my Warhound.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to actually just go and back up my Warhound a little bit. I'm going to start by pushing for speed and locomotion. So for speed is 1. And locomotion will put me into the orange. Didn't think about this. Oh no.
Oh, awaken machine spirit. Oh! That's a command check failed. Have you got the table over there?
I do. So the command check. So it's a D6 of 4. Belligerent. Move D6 towards the nearest enemy within front arc.
Which is over front arc. So I think it's this.
Yeah, that's the nearest enemy in front arc is.
I don't think that's in front arc.
Let's have a look.
You probably. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, it's your Warlord. Yeah. Move D6. 2. Bop. So Pete, moving away from my Princess and Horus.
And using the long march.
You had to go out anywhere outside your arc, isn't it?
They haven't got any shields, have they?
No, not my Warhound.
So to there.
Into the arse. Right. That leaves me with my Reaver over here. Now, I'm in the yellow, so I don't really want to be pushing too much more. So I could draw power, but really I want to be getting some shots on the Warlord if its shields go down. So my Reaver's not going to draw power. I'm going to walk within my front arc up to 6, and I'll start crossing this terrain. So my Reaver can move 3 inches because I'm going through the forest and get to here.
Okay.
And be done. And I'll use my turn to get out of that forest. Right. So that's my movement done. I want to make sure my front arc is in as much as possible so I can get my free shots where desired.
Okay.
And that's into the repairs phase.
Okay.
So I'm going to start my repairs with my Warbringer. I'm in the orange.
Mm-hmm.
So I take a D6 reactor overload 3. Void shield collapse immediately. From the green to the nothing. I'm just going to work my way around all the Titans just because it's faster. I mean, yellow, that's fine. Yellow. Next on to repairs. My Warbringer has 4 Servitor Clades, so gets
Nope.
nothing. That Warbringer's rubbish. My Reaver.
3 dice.
Yep.
Yep.
Could have restarted the shields, but I just vent my 2 plasma.
Yeah.
My Warhound on the left.
2 dice for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Gets, I restart my shields and a vent. That is really good news for me.
Which one's that on the left? Oh, that one. Okay.
So I put them left, middle,
Yeah,
right.
that's fine.
My Plasma Gun Warhound, which is on the right, gets nothing, but not the worst. And my Dual Vulcan Mega Bolter vents.
Yeah.
So over to Pete.
And my Warlord, 4 dice. And I get 1 on the reactor there.
Cool. And is that the only thing of yours that needed repairing?
Yeah.
Right, so that's over 2.
Everything else is dead.
Yeah, well, I think my Nemesis Warbringer's not long for this world. So into the shooting phase.
Okay.
I'm going to start by using my Warhounds.
Surprise.
I know. So first up, we're going to get the Dual Vulcan Mega Bolter into the Warlord.
Okay.
Before I get blasted apart.
Okay.
I've got 12 shots. Shots hitting on 3s because there's no cover.
Yep.
And 6s will be doubled.
So only 2 6s.
Yeah, so that's 2 out for the 2s, but back in for the 6s. And that's a total of 10 hits.
Yep.
Do you want to push, Pete?
Being that I haven't used my my Bastion shielding, yes.
Okay. So remove your shielding, sir.
Yep.
Bop.
Thank you. And then
3's re-rolling 1s.
3 rolling 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And re-roll that one.
5. How many shields
1,
does a
2,
Warlord
3,
have?
4, 5.
So that's down.
And you get your free shot.
I do. So my Reaver, that is still in arc, is going to fire its Volcano Cannon. I'm going to be hitting on 5s because Pete definitely has full cover.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to hold the Warlord. Bam.
Yeah.
I do hold the Warlord. So we're going to play the game of find the location dice. And with my strength... Do you know what I've got to do first, Pete?
Yeah, the reactor dice.
The reactor dice.
Now it's find the reactor dice. Hey!
Oh, yay! Balance is restored. I get weapon.
So weapon, I'm 11 plus.
So I get...
So which weapon is
10.
it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So a 5/6.
Sun Fury Plasma.
That's good for max. We get a 13 and a 15.
It just flips it over.
So we flip the weapon. Not terrible for me at all. Next, into the Warhound on the right here, I'm going to fire everything into the Princeps Seniores.
Okay.
I am... Oh, I don't need to decide on the maximal fire yet, do I?
No.
So 6 shots, not to the head.
1 miss.
Miss anyway.
But 1 goes back in.
Yeah. Oh, and goes back in, so it's 6 total hits
to
the Pete.
And Bastion shielding from my side.
I still got them Bastion shields.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 6 shields, re-rolling 1s.
Yeah. All the 2s.
Oh, he saves them all.
Yeah.
Can be happy with that at least. The plasma gun fires. I get 1 hit and 1 scatter.
Mm-hmm.
The scatter... Why do all the dice look the same? The scatter, 10 inches to the that way into nothing.
But you still get 2 hits on my shields, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to push again? Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. Ah!
Ah, you saved from the double.
But it is just 1 on the reactor. And then
2. He takes
Nope,
one.
takes one. So probably the worst case scenario though. There.
Right, and that is the end of my Warhound's activation. Because the one here is an idiot and didn't full stride.
Yeah.
Into Pete's go. Do you want to use your Warlord first? Or do you want to hole out my Warhound here first? That is the question.
I am going to do my Princeps Senioris against that.
The back of my Warhound, yeah.
Back of the Warhound. So, am I outside of 8? No.
What is this for?
Scale. So that means that my Vulcan Megabolter at the top cannot shoot at it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. So you've just got your Gatling
Just the Gatling. But the Gatling is 5 shots. I'm within 8, so I get +1 to hit. So I'm going to be hitting you on 2s.
My body is slightly damaged.
Yeah, so...
And has a critical track. Would you like to target?
I'm going to target. Yeah.
So hitting on 4s.
Okay. But then when I get to the wounding, I'm going to be +1.
Yeah, +1.
+2 for being in your rear. So it'll be a strength 8
Yeah.
hit against your rear.
Rerolling 1s.
Yeah, and ordnance.
That is the rerolling.
Rerolling 1s, yeah. So I'll be hitting on your 4s then, being that I'm targeting.
Yes. Brace.
So 1 miss.
4 hits.
4 hits.
I've got 1 shield.
Ah, fudge.
So
Hang on.
4 ups. Go on.
That means I wouldn't have been hitting on 4s. I could have just shot you normally because there's nothing else I can do.
You hit with everything but a 1 anyway, didn't you?
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, I didn't need to target.
Yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, 4 saves on the shield. Over to me go. I'm going to use my lancers. And I'm going to full stride directly forwards. Basically just to get out of Pete's arc. Over here. Yeah, thank you very much. And that's over to Pete's go.
Okay. He can shoot everything at you.
So we've got Pete's got a bit of a conundrum here. So my Vulcan Megabolter Warhound is very annoying.
Yeah.
But he's got no shields left on his Warlord. So will be less annoying from now on.
Yeah.
It is, though, providing cover to this Warhound.
-2 for the Bellicosa to hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, the Warhound that is being obscured is damaged, is in the side, so he's +2 to the legs, +1 everywhere else because of the side. So Pete is wondering whether to call his shots to go for the legs.
I am gonna call my shot. Well, I'm gonna do the Bellicosa first.
Because then it doesn't matter where that hits.
Yeah. So the Bellicosa. All right, let's have a look. Yeah. So by measuring the range there as well, I've noticed that Warhound with the Gatlins, or the Vulcan Megabolters, is outside of 10 inches. So if I targeted that, I would only have the Bellicosa shot. So
yes, nice.
So I did the right choice.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was trying to hug you so closely.
Yeah.
Was to try and prevent that sort of the Gatling blaster just ripping through me.
So with the Bellicosa, needs 5s to hit, which I don't get.
It is draining though.
It is draining, yeah. Which goes 1 up on the track.
He's fine.
Yeah. And then
it
scatter.
There. We play Find the Dice.
And we need the big template for the first time this game.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'll go there.
Yeah.
Off the no,
you're still on. Just
2
might
inches
even still hold my base.
So yeah,
still hold me.
Yeah, it's 2 hits on you.
Right. So where are the hits though?
The hits.
Wellity. Weapon. No.
The body.
The body.
And with the Bellicosa, it's 14 on the body.
14 is critical. Yeah. And then The other one is definitely critical.
Yeah, the other one's definitely critical.
So I don't get to the end of the track. I'm in +2 now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on 2 criticals,
Okay.
which is VSG Burnout React Elite 1. Now,
it's either 10 there or 10 on the leg. So it's better to call shots on the body rather than...
yeah, because I'm in the +2 track of the armor.
So
12 shots.
12 shots.
Called to the body. It didn't matter because they were criticals, but you were in the side for +1 as well.
By Thousand Suns. Right, here we go. So 5. Not that dice. Nope. So they come out. So it's 1, 2, 3. Ordnance is reroll 1s.
Yes.
So,
oh no, to wound.
Yes.
So you're going to be in the side, in the 2 track for +3 total.
Yeah.
So you're going to be strength 8, re-rolling 1s, and you need a 10 to damage.
Strength 8, so I need 3s.
Basically, you need 2s, re-rolling 1s.
2s re-rolling 1s.
Yeah, that brought a smile to his face.
I did.
So he gets a 10 and 2 12s. So the 10 pushes me to the end.
Yeah.
The 12 pushes me past and pushes me past. So 1, 2
Engine
explodes
kill.
me. Engine
kill. I got an engine kill. And then...
Right, so what does it do, Pete? What does it do?
What's it do?
Roll me a D10.
5.
5, wildfire. Turns the face in a random direction and shoots each of its weapons that aren't disabled at the nearest target, friend or foe.
That way.
Oh, so everyone's out of arc.
Yeah.
It then falls.
That way.
And
it's gonna
Ghost
go there.
Exploded Warhound.
Yeah. Does Exploded Warhound actually explode?
Sadly not for you.
Oh.
Sadly not. Should have rolled a 10. So that's over to me go.
Yeah.
In which I've got a choice here. Do I fire the Reaver? I'm going to fire the Reaver, and the reason for this is the only thing that can still shoot on Pete's side can see my Reaver. So I don't want him to get a lucky, all the shields are gone, here's 2 crits, bye, see ya. So I'm going to fire that at the Princess Signoras.
Okay.
Has your Princess Signoras got any shields left?
Yeah, it has. It's still on a 3 up.
Right, I'm going to fire my Draining Shield Bane.
It's
from
from
my
the
Laser Blaster.
Laser Blaster, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to push for Draining.
Oh! But it is your Signoris, so...
It is.
That's fine.
I'm fine on my Signoras. So I take 1 heat. I'm still in green.
Yep.
And my 3 shots. 2 hits.
2 hits.
Minus
and
one to Pete's shields.
Yep. So I'd be on a 4 up.
Yes.
And I'm going to push my reactor
Right.
to
Push for shields. Yeah.
all power devoids. And I get that. And now this is my Signoris, so...
So we see if Pete can roll a 2 up.
9. I can. So
1 heat.
1 heat and...
2 4s, re-rolling 1s.
Nope. So ticks 2, 1, 2. He's on a 4 up.
Pete is now on 1 shield left with 2 saves to make on a 4 up track.
Here we go. Nope.
Oh, he takes 1.
Oh, I pushed.
Not for this attack, only for your last. You can push for your last. I don't mind you pushing.
No, it takes it. Yeah, it's only for the last attack, which was the
for that one,
the laser blaster.
So I'm now going to find my Bellicosa. I take a heat and roll to hit on a 3. I do.
Hits. It's 2 hits. 1 location. Weapon.
Oh, of course. So what weapon? 5-6, the right.
The Gatling blaster.
And 5-6, idiot for picking them up. 5-6. He just flips the weapon, right?
You've done a 5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah,
just flips the weapon. Yeah.
Right. So not the best show out, but I'm hardly the worst at all.
Okay.
Any more, Pete?
Yeah, I finally got this Reaver here. Now we know that it's out of line of sight for this Warhound over here. Oh, I could. Oh, I know that I'm out of. What's the Gatling Blaster's range?
24.
So I'm not going to get that one over there. Might just stop popping shields on your Reaver, but that will lose me my rerolls on my Senioris, but it will not on my within 8. So because of my Warlord trait, not Warlord trait, my Senioris trait.
Oh, yeah, you within 8.
So I'm gonna. Oh shit! I should have
Rerolled because you within 8.
Oh well. You live and learn.
You hit with 5 out of the 6 anyway, didn't you? Is it reroll 1s? So the extra shot that Pete has because he gets Senioris hits, and my shield save goes down because I'm on the last shield in the track.
Thank you.
So my Warhound is again out of shields.
So my final Reaver is going to shoot.
Ooh, can you get a shot on the Warhound running away? So now the shields are down. He's definitely a tempting target.
Yeah.
Do you blaze away with that Apocalypse launcher into the rear? Ooh.
Into the rear?
Well, I'm in the rear, aren't I?
Oh, the rear there.
The rear, yeah,
so
the rear.
I'm going to fire the Apocalypse launcher into the rear.
Can you see with anything else?
No. Oh, no, I can see with other stuff, but...
Let's measure the range.
For 24 inches is
out. Just out.
Yeah.
He desperately wants to deny these points.
It's not over 30. So...
Hitting on 5s.
Hitting on 5s. 2.
2 hits.
And then I'm strength 5, 6, 7 for being in the rear.
Yeah.
And
where's it go?
Location is body.
Body. No. So this has got 1 critical on it up to now.
Has it got a plus on the...
+1.
Plus, so I'm...
+3 total.
Yeah, so I'm strength 8.
And it only needs a 10 to wound. So he gets a direct, which just pushes me up the track. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
I think we're in the final phase now.
We've got my...
Oh, we got that one to go, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to fire into your Princess Senioras.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the Gatling.
Yep.
No, stupid. I'm going to start with the Melter Cannon.
Okay.
And place it right on your head.
Okay.
I miss.
That.
Oh, I've got that one.
Oh,
that one.
That one.
And I go 5 inches well off.
Kaboom.
I'm going to fire with
the Gatling.
The volcano.
Oh,
I'm in scale, so
scale.
I can't. I'm going to fire with the Gatling. Have you taken any damage, Pete?
No, none at all.
I'm going to call it to your...
I wouldn't... Just a point.
Go
I
on.
would not call it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's your choice.
Well, I'm strength 5. What do I need to wound any of your locations?
Okay, so as well, look at your minus to hit me. Is there any minus to hit me to start off with? From the Gatling.
So, from my Gatling blaster, I think we have -1 cover, and I'm going to target shots at Pete's chain fist so that he can't do me in the rear next turn before my Warhound moves off the table.
So 6 is to hit?
6 is to hit. That's a reactor dice.
But you've got 2 dice there already.
I do.
Yeah.
So that's
strength?
Strength 5. No pluses because I'm not in the side or anything.
I would say that you are in my side.
Let's go. So I'm in the side of Pete's Reaver.
Yep.
So I'm strength 6 effectively
Mm-hmm.
to the weapon that gets me. Rerolling 1s! So I get an 11 to the chain fist.
And you needed an 11.
So I flip the fist,
Mm-hmm.
and Pete is left with just his Vulcan Mega Bolter, which just makes me a bit safer for that Warhound next turn. And that is the end phase. So my Warhound here, reactor leaks to yellow.
Yeah.
And that is it for me now.
That one's destroyed over there.
Yeah, this one.
Nothing over there. Yeah. Cool.
And this one's destroyed. Pete, any critical damage for you?
No, for me.
So that's into priority of turn 3. Priority gets a
Fucking.
1. I get a 9. I'm going to shoot my Apocalypse Launcher at the thing far away, the Reaver, and get no hits. Any stratagems from you, Pete?
Yeah. Great Crusade Titans, I get +2 to the command check when issuing a charge. In addition, when moving under a charge order, the player's Titan counts as moving 6 inches, so basically I get
The full amount of attacks.
3 attacks, yeah. Because I think I'm just going to have to go and kick you in the bum.
Right. Oh, and like as a smash attack. Right. So in my orders, I'm going to do a charge with my Knight Lancers.
Yeah.
Which gets a 9, so they get a charge.
Okay.
You just put that. Oh, I'll put it on here.
Charging into the back of here, yeah?
So I don't have to declare it. Or
yeah,
you
it's
just
charge,
put them on the order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my
Pete,
one,
your charge?
I get it.
Yeah.
It would have been like a 1+ that I would have got it. It would have been a natural 1 fails for mine.
Wellity, what do I need to do here? I'm not going to do any more orders.
Okay.
Don't think. No, that's me done for orders.
I'm not doing any more. I'm not doing any more.
My Warbringer is going to do emergency repairs because I'm in the stupid track. I fail and don't do any.
And
So I can't do any more orders.
Yeah, well, no, that's outside of the mana pool. So you've moved from the mana pool to him. You failed with him. Yeah, you keep on doing the mana pool until the mana pool fails, and then you do any Titans or Knights outside of it.
I don't want any more orders anyway.
Yeah.
Any more from you?
No.
So into the movement phase, where I'm going to activate my Warhound.
It's at the end phase.
It's in the end.
Yeah, it stays on until the end.
Oh. The Lancers are going to charge into the Reaver. So I've got a 4-inch charge.
Mm-hmm.
At which that gains me 2 additional attacks. So all 3 are slightly outside 3 inches. So I get +3 attacks from that.
Mm-hmm.
The Cerastus Knight Shock Lance has 2 dice each, so that's a total of 6. And I'm going to be hitting Pete on 3s. Oh, and I need to do these separate because one of them's in the side. So on 3s for the ones in the rear. And I'm going to... Are you damaged anywhere?
Nope.
So what's the easiest thing to damage?
10 for the body.
So I'm going to call them all to the body.
Okay.
Strength 8 is 10 because it's in the rear. I've got 2 16s, 2 15s, and a 13.
So 13's a devastating hit. Then that's so there.
Yeah. What's a 15?
So 15's a critical, so goes further 2 up.
Yeah, 4 criticals just does it.
+1 that, yeah, it's going to blow up now at this point.
Do you want to roll for the blow? Or do you want me to roll it?
Go on for it.
6. 6 is Wildfire. Random direction.
Random direction. Find the scatter dice. It's over there.
There. So the random direction is
Needing to be rerolled.
cocked into my knights. So Pete, start rolling some dice.
Is it with every weapon or one weapon?
It's all your weapons.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
So the Apocalypse Missile Launcher can't fire because it's
In scale.
yeah. So I'm gonna shoot the melter.
Yes.
Okay, so target there. Okay. Melter, nothing for short range, but it hits.
Oh, it hits on 4s when
It's on 4s, so
Wildfire.
it misses.
Let me check. 5+.
Okay.
Scatters 10.
Yes, that's over there. Then
The Gatling.
5.
2 hits.
2 hits. That's a Gatling is strength 7.
Strength 7. So that against that, I've got. You're not strength 5 with the Gatling. Yeah, you're strength 5.
Strength 5.
So strength 5 with the Gatling. I've got 3 knights in the banner. So I've got a 3-up save +1 for Cerastus. So I've saved the Gatling blasters.
Yep.
And then I think Pete falls in a random direction.
Go on.
So backwards, and then he's removed.
Yeah.
So that's over to Pete's go. So Pete, what are you doing in your go?
So I'm going to charge you in the rear and kick you.
Right. So what is your distance for your extra hits?
Is that 8? It's
Yeah,
basically
8, so it's an extra 2
sets. I can't actually. Yeah, I can move because I can move up to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I can push the reactor. So I'm up to there.
Yeah.
I've got 2. I've gone full.
So it's a smash attack.
Yeah, so
with 2.
So I've gone 2 there. Plus, I also get for doing the Great Crusade. I get an extra 2 from that because I get an extra 6 inches from that.
Right, and we'll look at what a smash attack does.
Yeah. So, do I get the attacks for the charge as well?
Yes.
I get my 4 attacks for my charge, and then D3. Did you say?
Yes.
So that's an additional 2.
So you get 6 total attacks. What is
Yeah.
your weapon skill?
My weapon skill is 3. Oh, hang on. No. Weapon skill 4.
Right, so 4, he will get precision shot, or not precision shots, targeted shots, of which I imagine he's going to target my body.
Yeah.
Because that's the damage thing.
And my scale is 8.
So he's strength 9.
Strength 9.
So 4 to hit.
4 to hit. And here's where I get to reroll hits as well because I'm within 8 inches.
Because he's remembered his rules.
Yes. So
Reroll them.
reroll those 2.
4 total hits. They were 5s and 6s, mate.
I know, flipping heck.
Pete can roll dice.
So, strength 9. I'm in the rear.
The body only needs a 10. So a 1 will fail, and then we'll calculate anything else.
So we've got a 1 fail, but we've got 9, 10, 11 for being in the rear.
So that's 2 11s.
Isn't it up to 13?
13 for the rear.
Yeah.
Plus 1 from where I am in the damage track. 14.
14.
14 is a crit, and you've got more than 4 of them.
So
that's bang goes the Titan. And go on, Pete. Wait.
5.
5.
Oh, I think we've had that one before. It's like, it's not wildfire, is it?
It's wildfire. It's wildfire.
Oh.
So do you want to roll the scatter?
Yeah.
So he goes
that way.
And
then he falls.
I think I'll be in my own arc there.
I think it was more that way, towards the apocalypse.
I'll let you call it, but
no, it wasn't.
So he's there, and
then falls towards me
into the building.
So it's a collision.
It is. We get to use all the rules this game. So collisions, a Warhound scale 6. Basically, you suffer D6 strength of my scale hits, and the hits against me don't really matter.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll it? Oh,
go on, you do it.
This is where a 6 comes out. A 1! And you suffer 1 strength 6 to the
weapon. Which weapon?
It is
2. It would be the chain fist.
So
strength 6. You need a 4 for a detonation.
A detonation.
Detonation. The body now takes a strength 7 hit.
So the strength 7, 8, 9.
No, it doesn't do anything. But goodbye, chain fist.
So that's my Warhound gone. And into so we're in sort of an impasse. We've done the charge here.
There. We've done a charge there.
Yeah, we're in a bit of an impasse.
Yeah.
Well, my points are on the floor here, and Pete's got his points still. My Oh, Jesus, my Warbringer's in orange. Orange, Pete. My Reaver is going to start working its way across. I'm going to do 2 turns.
Yep.
Do I need to push back?
No, it's 2-3.
2-3.
So you can get your 6-inch movement.
Yeah. I'm going to go 6.
But you needed to push the reactor.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning before.
If you want to turn again.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got my 2 turns. I need to push to get the 3rd.
Come on, check.
I'm a Princeps and Horus.
So it should be 2 up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go my 6 and turn back to be able to face down that Warlord. Pete, any more activations from you? Warlord?
They've moved, so they're not a problem this turn. That's just an annoyance.
So Pete, what's happening with the Warlord?
So the Warlord, he's got a movement of 4 and 1 turn.
Yes.
So I'm going to move back 2 inches. And then I'm going to turn to that point so that I can start looking at some Cerastus.
Right. Over to my go.
Yeah.
My Warbringer is going to make 2 turns to turn 90. And I'm going to move 5 inches. I'm going to have to push for that other turn. I'm in orange. I can't push for the other turn. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
What's its?
Then I'm going to go 4 inches and get super danger close. Right, yeah, that's my go there.
Okay.
The Warhound is going to move right up the side of the board.
Just to stay in the shadows.
To stay in the yeah, and just hopefully call a shot if any damage at all happens to that Warlord.
Okay.
So that's into repairs phase. Pete, do you want to go first? Or
Yeah, I need some weapons up on my and some shields up on my Warlord. So
shield back.
Shield back, and I can repair the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You Reaver as 3.
My Reaver, yep, 3. So let's see what he can do. So I can get repair weapon for 3 up. So the Gatlin's back and activated.
Yeah.
And that's that one. I can then
Restart voids
for the 6, and then get that plasma.
vent.
Yeah.
Right, my Warbringer is still in the orange because I didn't manage to do emergency repairs. I didn't manage to vent anything last time, so I take a D6. 6. That's bad.
That does look bad.
Plasma leak D3, strength 9 hits to the body, bypassing voids. Do you want to roll them up, Pete?
Yeah. D3. I like that dice.
3.
Strength 9 to the body, yeah?
So the strength 9 hits to the body.
So that's a 11.
11 is direct. A 12,
12.
Direct.
And then
14 is devastating. So plus 1 track.
Yeah, cool.
Right. So I've got 4 servitor clades.
Yep.
Come on. I at least vent. So I'm back to the orange, or to the yellow.
Yeah.
No more damage for me, luckily.
Okay.
Right.
And then
so
any of what about the Warhound over there with the Gatlins?
Oh yeah, don't you worry. So the Warhound with the Gatling is on full.
Yeah, you just need to try and restart your shields.
Green, yeah. So the Warhound doesn't do anything. And my Reaver gets a good roll. He's going to vent 3 times back up to the top green.
Okay.
Right, so into the combat phase.
Yeah.
I start, since I went first. My Vulcan Megabolter Warhound is going to fire into the shielded Warlord.
Yep.
So in activating that Warhound, we've realised I've moved inside Pete's voids. So I've got 12 hits, but I can't actually do anything. Oh, to the weapons. What weapons?
Weapons. It's still 11.
It's 11.
Yeah. What
In the side. Oh, I get +1 in the side.
Yeah.
So I'm going to target your... I'm going to target the Sun Fury, because the Sun Fury is terrifying.
Okay.
So 12 hits to the Sun Fury. My rolls to hit, I'm going to target, because I'm inside shields, I'm going to target the Sun Fury.
Okay.
Because Sun Fury
So
are terrifying.
you're +1 to hit, but -2 for targeting.
Yes. So I'm weapon skill 4 to 3 to 5.
Yeah.
And that's 2 6s for 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a total of 5,
Plus
6,
2,
7.
Yeah. So
Right.
your strength 5.
Then 5 +1 for the side.
Side, yeah.
This took a while to think about.
Yeah.
A 6, that's 11. And I disable the Sun Fury.
With 1 shot, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Now it's over to Pete's go. I maybe should have done the Gatling blasters, but we'll see. We'll see.
So with that Warlord, I'm going to target the Knights.
Yes.
And with the Bellicosa first.
Yep.
Going to shoot at them. 3s to hit.
Yeah.
There.
Oh,
and
you're draining.
Draining as well. Thank you. Nothing. With
There
the
we
big
go.
blast.
So you hit all 3. Oh, you get your whole 1.
Yeah, whole.
So it's 4 total hits on the banner.
4 total hits, yeah.
Mm. What's your strength?
Strength of the Bellicosa is 12.
Okay, so your strength 12, I only get a 6-up save against.
Yep.
That is right, isn't it? Yeah. I only get a 6-up save for being Lancers. I save 1, so it's 3 hits.
Yep. So 12, and effectively, I need to get not ones. So 15 is a devastating.
Yeah. So
oh, hang on, don't you go from
working
biggest
up from the bottom? Yeah.
I thought you went from the biggest down to the lowest.
No, small
So
to biggest.
2 on that one.
So 2 from the.
Yeah.
What strength is it?
We're on 15 at that point.
So 15 from the 3
Yeah.
is 2 tracks.
Right. That's a critical, so it removes 1.
Yeah.
And
it pushes me 2
but
and
it also
removes 1.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I'm on the last track, and then the final one is a critical which removes 1.
one.
So that's the lance
wipe.
gone.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that was fairly effective from Pete shooting there.
We're back to days of the Grandmaster edition now.
There we are. We get... Right. Because Pete's already gone with his Warlord, I'm going to activate my Warbringer. I'm inside the shield range. Again.
Yeah.
Properly close. I'm going to start with the Melter Cannon then.
Okay.
If ever I needed a hit, it was now. So I miss and I scatter off with the scatter dice. Obviously over the centre. 4 to the that way. So
Good.
nothing.
Nothing, no.
And then the Gatling Blaster. So my Gatling Blaster, I'm going to fire into Jesus. I'm not even in arc of your Gatling Blaster, so there's no point doing that. What do I need to wound your body, Pete?
My body is a 10.
I'm just going to fire randomly at you.
Yeah.
I get no hits. That's over to you. In which there's no shots coming in from your Reaver.
That's if I don't... If I target someone else...
I suppose you can...
My weapon arc...
He's 360, yeah.
On the Gatling... on the Vulcan Megabolter...
I think you're firing through the building there, though.
I activate my Signoris. Good job.
Yeah.
And now it's on to your Signoris.
It is. So I'm going to start with, and you've got one shield up.
Yes.
I'm going to start with my 2-shot top hat.
Yep.
That's 32-inch range. -1
For long
for
range.
long range.
And any cover or not? I'll let you
I
decide.
hate squat.
So
there's
it'd be
no
-3.
Yeah.
-1 because of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the top hat I'm going to fire with the -1. I get +1 because a Titan has been destroyed this turn. So it's a 3. So I get 2 hits and Pete's got his shields.
Yeah. I am going to push my reactor.
Right.
Actually, no. I'm going to 4-up. Yeah, push my reactor, which is fine. And then I need 4s re-rolling 1s.
Gets a 3. So he's out of shields. Yeah. And I'm going to fire my laser blast. Oh no, my volcano cannon next.
Yep.
So rolling for the heat.
Heat that.
Thank you. So the heat does me 1. So I'm back into the first track.
Yep.
Roll to hit, not with that one.
Location.
I hit with the actual.
And location.
So that's 2 to the body.
With a volcano is strength 10, so it's 12.
Yeah.
On the side?
Potentially.
Is that?
It's no, not. Oh, from the
Warlord.
Yeah, Warlord.
12 in the body is just a direct hit.
Oh, son of a bitch! Now 3 shots from my laser blaster.
-3.
Only if I.
You're
-3 for the long.
And your cover.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get +1 because a Titan's been destroyed this time.
Yeah, so 5s.
So I get 1 hit.
Strength 8.
To the leg. 14.
14 in the leg is a direct hit.
Really? I told you that he's going to be, at the end of the game, that Titan stood there. That's my Reaver done.
Any...
I've got no lasting damage.
No, neither me.
So that is into turn 4. So into turn 4, the second to last turn.
There.
I don't know, I just can't see him, Pete.
2, 7.
Right, so you go first.
Okay.
My Apocalypse Launcher is first going to fire at your Warlord.
Okay.
So I've got 5. Oh, you've got no shields, have you?
No.
What about your Reaver here?
It's got lots of shields.
Has it?
Well, it's got 1 shield.
I'm going to fire at that one. I get 4 hits.
4 hits. I'm going to push the shields when I can find the dice.
Done.
Thank you.
Double!
2!
Yes!
There.
Orange, he's going to start taking some damage. You'll know how I felt with that Warbringer.
No, I'm still in the yellow. So I'll lose my shields.
Right. So then into orders.
Yeah, because that one.
Yeah.
Lost my shields.
So into orders. Pete, what are you doing? I mean, you can emergency repair if you want, but I'm not sure there's much either of us want to do orders-wise.
No. Emergency repair happens now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now when you sacrifice either
shooting or movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go for charges in the front dark, isn't it? So I can't even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no orders from Pete.
Any orders from you?
See, I really want to put my Warbringer on charge orders.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I'm going to do, right? I've been useless at destroying you without the charge. I get the charge. So, Warbringer, you're going to shoulder attack you, but you are going to move first.
Yeah.
So who do you activate? Go.
I'm going to push my reactors, which I don't take any, push my locomotors, which I'm not going to take any negative effect on the reactor chart, and move sidestep, would be 9, but because I'm out my front arc, it's going to be 4.5 up to 5, and I'm going to get...
Why up to 5?
I thought there was no half
Yeah,
inches.
you don't round. You just do go 4.5.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So, do you mind putting your finger where the 4.5 is?
Yeah.
There. So then...
Precision Titan
there.
measuring.
There.
Right. What weapons have you got?
And then, at that point, I'm going to turn.
Just to not collide with me.
Yeah.
Right. In my go, my Warbringer is going to go...
So what happens on a failed charge then? You just...
you just move forward.
Okay.
You just move within your arc and just then don't. So my Warbringer is going to... I'm in the yellow now. I'm going to push for speed, which gets me 1, which keeps me in the yellow. And I'm going to go 7 inches and pick up this fucking thing. Plan achieved. I thought you might have the movement to get out of the way.
You can't pick up the thing. Because you pick up the thing in the combat phase.
Yeah, I'll just pick it up in the combat phase.
You've done charge.
But I can still attack in the combat phase. So I just forgo that. So Pete, your Warlord, where is he going?
So my Warlord is going to... I don't want to push the reactor.
You're a bit down the track, aren't you, with that
Yeah.
Warlord?
So it's going to turn to there.
And go 2 inches backwards.
No. Don't want to go backwards.
Forwards?
Forwards. So I'm going to go forward.
Mm. So in my turn, my Reaver is going to move 6 inches forwards to here and turn to be in front arc of the Warlord. Pete's got no activation, so into my Warhound, I'm going to move... I'm going to push for... So I'm in full reactor track. Push for turns. I take a command check. And I'm at -1 because I'm a corrupted Titan. So I've got a command of 6. I love it, luckily. Because this isn't the turn to be getting unruly. But this is what I mean about one Titan having something. Yeah. I will always forget it. So I'm going to go 1 turn, 4. 2 turn. And that will be 8.
Yep.
Because of the double move through woods. And then enough turns.
You're just trying to get some shots on my side.
Yeah, I just want to get inside. And a bit back. Because I want to be out of your shield range.
Okay.
Which is what, 3 inches?
2.
2, right, so yeah. Out of that. So repairs phase, Pete, do you want to go first? Yeah. Warlord.
Warlord, 5.
Can't restart shields.
Can't restart shields. I could vent. I'm going to get the Sun Fury back up.
Oh, can you repair critical damage on the 5?
Yeah. I'll do it on the Reaver.
The Reaver
is 4, so I can vent on that. I can go up to there.
Right. My Warbringer, which finally doesn't have to take reactor damage stuff, restarts voids. 1, 2. I'm going to do all 3, and I'm going to put my reactor track back up 1.
Okay.
Well done. My Reaver is going to vent, and my Warhound will... Oh. Now, I don't know how much Pete's actually ever going to target me at this point now. So I'm actually going to just vent to allow me to push next turn. Because I reckon Pete's going to have to focus on my Reaver at this point. into the combat phase.
Warlord Reaver.
Warlord Reaver. Surprising. So we've got the Gatling Blaster first, is it?
Has the Reaver got shields? It's got full shields. Yeah,
Yeah, full everything.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Fine.
So,
Gatlings into the Reaver.
yeah, 12 shots.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah, no one's got any cover.
Oh, no
for
cover.
anything.
And there's all. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's it.
5.
5. So I'm going to push on that.
Yep.
I passed
Yeah.
my reactor. Can I have them, please? So 3 ups, re-rolling 3 ones.
Flippin' heck.
Lucky I did. So I'm still on the 3 track because of that push.
Mm-hmm.
Pete, into your...
So, 4 shots
From
with
Sun
Sun Fury, not maximal fire.
I was just about to ask.
So
1 hit.
1 hit.
I'm not going to push for that. I'm not going to push for that. Oh, I should have done. I'm on the 4 track. Do you want to fire your volcano?
Yeah. Where is it? Thank you.
The draining. He takes 1 and misses.
And then
Sorry.
sorry. So taking 1.
Yeah. And scatters off 3.
3, which
Well, you won't hold me, but you'll get me with just 1.
yeah, so 1 shield please.
Yeah. So it's just going to take it. I'll take 1, but I've still got my shields up for next turn to restart. Over to my go.
Yep.
I'm going to activate these little things on the back of the Warbringer.
Strength 6.
Yeah.
You can do a
Oh,
weapon.
strength 5.
Oh, strength 5. You can do a weapon disabled on the Vulcan Mega Bolter.
Have you got anything else?
Strength 5, did you say?
Yeah.
Body.
Gatling Blaster?
Gatling Blaster, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to activate my Warbringer, and with the little turrets on the back, I'm going to fire into Pete's thing. Pete just suffers the hits, and that's D3 hits. 3 at strength 5. So I'm hoping that I hit him in basically a weapon so he can't do any more damage to me.
Body.
Body. So strength 5, so a
so
9 and a 10.
So the 10 moves me 1 up this track.
Which isn't a great actual result for me because I'm not going to destroy that Titan this game.
No.
So over to you, Pete.
Over to me. So you've got shields on the Warbringer?
I do, yeah.
How many?
A lot. I'm on the 4 track, but I've got 3 left.
Okay. So I'm going to shoot my Vulcan Mega Bolter into your back.
Okay.
And I'll be, because I'm within 8, I'll be re-rolling to hit.
Right, because you'll use Princess in yours. Yeah.
So I need 3s.
Yeah.
All hit.
And you've got a 6, so that's 2.
No, just dice in, thank you.
I'm going to push for this one.
Ooh.
I might get belligerent. I don't. My shields, I didn't need to push, but 3 goes down. That's 1, 2, shields down.
Shields down, and now my Gatling.
Yeah, firing into my rear.
Yeah.
He's +1 to hit because he's within 8.
No, it's re-roll to hit because I'm within 8.
Oh, you Gatling Blaster.
Oh, yeah, so I'm +1 to hit, so I'd be hitting you on
2 rolling 1s.
Re-rolling 1s, and I think I want to target that body. Because
Okay.
Yeah? So it's up to 4s. Re-rolling 1s.
Yeah.
So 1 hit, 2 hits, re-rolling the 1s, and hitting you in the rear is on...
+2.
That's to the damage, isn't it?
Yeah. So the 2 re-rolls gets 1 more hit, so that's 3 total.
So I am strength 5.
6 from my
6,
damage.
Yeah.
7, 8 from the rear.
Yeah. 8. And
You
ordnance.
need an 11.
Ordnance is re-rolling
1s.
1s.
So re-roll that 1. You get a 12 and a 14. A 12 is direct, a 14 is devastating. So I'm just at the end of my track.
Okay.
Over to my Warhound into your Warlord.
Okay.
I've got 6 shots from the first Vulcan Mega Bolter because I've realised I should do these separate because they're separate weapons.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of hits.
Yep.
And if I down your shields, I'm going to get more shots with my Reaver.
I haven't got any shields.
You've not got any shields? That's how many? That's 10 to the random.
Yeah.
And where is that random gonna go? Hopefully, a weapon.
Okay.
A weapon, yes.
Yep. So, what weapon?
It is the 2. So
that'll be the Bellicosa.
Right. So the Bellicosa is 6th in the side. So that's 7.
Disabled.
Right. The other Vulcan Mega Bolter. He's gonna now call shots to. I need to rack up some fucking damage on this Warlord, and I shouldn't be doing stupid stuff like firing that first with no shield. So I'm just gonna fire the other Vulcan Mega Bolter. I get 2 extra hits.
Can we remove these hobby butterfly dice, please? They seem to always roll 6s.
I like Henry's brand. So
yeah, but they seem to be exactly the same as my Asher dice.
I get the body
for
a 6, Pete. So that's a direct.
Okay, 1 direct.
Yeah. Oh no, 2, 3, 4 because I'm in the side.
Yeah.
4 directs.
1, 2, 3, 4. There.
Right. Only loads more damage and I can take you out.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to next fire my Bellicosa.
From the Reaver.
Yeah.
The draining dice. There.
Okay. So the Reaver gets 1 heat and fires the Bellicosa. So I hit with 2.
On location special.
I hit to the body
which
with
that
nothing,
goes, and then
and a 14.
14 plus 2, 16 critical hits. So I go to there, and I take 1 there.
Right, excellent. I'm going to call my Laser Blaster Top Hat to the body. So I'm going to hit you on 5s and 6s if I'm at long range. Will you please measure it for me, Pete? Oh my god.
What's the long range?
The long range of my Laser Blaster is 16 plus. So I'm just in long range.
So you're 17 and a half.
Right. So I'm going to hit you on 6s. The Laser Blaster's 3 dice. That's the arm, not the top hat. Nothing. And the top hat, which doesn't get -1 for long range, is 2 dice, hitting on 5s.
2
Nailed
hits.
You.
Yeah.
Right, so 2 hits to the body. I'm strength 8. I'm plus 3 for being at the end of the damage track. So that's strength 8 plus 3 is 11. 15, 17.
So the 15 puts me there.
And the 17 does a critical.
Yeah.
Which pushes to the end and does a critical. So we'll destroy.
Yep.
Right.
What's it do?
Jesus. 4. If this is wildfire again, Pete, why don't you go down and take everyone with it? 4 laid low, D6 in a random direction, then falls.
So, there you go. Actually, over here.
Yeah. Backwards that way.
6 inches, so it pushes me off the table.
And then falls
that
off.
way, yeah.
So the banner will be dropped.
Over there. At this point. There.
Right. And that is the end of my go, Pete.
Yeah.
The end of your go?
I think that, yeah, it's the end of my go. I've got no crits. You have got no crit?
No crits.
Okay.
So it's into turn 5 and final turn.
Yeah, see who goes first.
No.
think you've then... Yeah, you've won it at that point because you just move off the board.
So there's going to be no orders from me this turn. Pete, any orders from you?
Charge.
Charge?
Yeah.
I thought as much. Right.
So do I pass my charge? Yes, I do.
Yes, because you're a
senior.
Seniores. Right, so my Warbringer is going to activate first because I've got first activation. I'm going to push for... I'm going to push for turns. So I go into orange.
Yep.
And I'm going to go an inch away. I'm going to go a bit round because Pete can only charge in your front arc. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, so that Pete can't charge me in the side.
Okay, but I can still charge you by the looks of things.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah.
So your charge. Do you want? No, you don't measure it yet. Don't you measure it yet? Do you want to push for speed?
I don't need to.
Ah, you don't. Right, go on.
So I'm going the full 9.
Are you in 9?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, he is. So it's D3 plus the distance moved.
Which is 6 rather than 9 because I've had to avoid that building.
Right.
So 2. So I've got
2.
4.
You scale plus 1.
Scale plus 1. So that is 9.
Hitting on 4s.
4s, and I get to reroll
Yes, because you're within whatever.
because I'm within 8. I'll reroll that one because it was in there.
Oh, out of the box.
Yeah, with outside the box, and these 2 get to reroll. So it's 3
3.
hits. Strength 9. I'm calling it on your body.
Have you got? So
So,
it's
9.
calling it to my body. I'm at the end of my track.
So how many plus?
Plus 3. So 9,
12.
12.
Plus this.
Yeah. So that's 2 is 12, 14 is devastating. So that's 1, 2.
And then that one.
And then that's a crit, which pushes me twice and I go bang. 4, that's laid low.
Okay.
So random direction, roll me a random direction, Pete. Jesus. Into the building. We're not going to work out the building damage right now. We'll do that for our own sakes after.
Yeah.
And then I fall in a random direction, my scale.
Up. That way.
Away. Right, so I cannot get my objective now.
And I can't get mine.
But what I can do is my Warhound runs his 12 and goes and picks up the flag. So, Pete, do you need to repair anything in your...
Repair, yes, please. So, my servitor clades.
Are you in the orange or anything? No.
I am in the orange. Oh, no, wrong one. I'm not in the orange,
Right.
but I can restart my shields there.
Right. I'm not going to bother because this is turn 5.
Yeah.
What a game. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Properly ridiculous. And we'll join everyone.
And we've probably got lots of rules wrong.
We got nothing wrong. Leave them in the comments. And we'll join everyone with the results. So that ended in nothing. In absolutely nothing.
How many victory points do you get?
Well, for my main objective, I had to get the head of that Titan off the board, and I scored 0 points.
Yeah.
I'll leave my secondary for now.
And that was because I had my Reaver within 12 of it.
Yes.
Blocked you from having 5 points.
So my Warbringer that for 3 turns tried to do just anything to your Reaver completely failed. You
know what you could have been doing instead of trying to do something to my Reaver?
go on.
Not shooting out its back and actually picking up the objective.
Well, I was trying that.
Yeah.
I got you out of the way with that charge. Pete, what did you get on your primary?
Nothing.
Nothing. So for your alpha and beta, did you score anything.
So my Princeps was going to go against your Princeps, but as soon as he saw, Squirrel over the other side of the board, he started to go for that rather than...
But I do think that was the best. Obviously, it was the best choice for you to stop me from scoring, but...
Yeah, it was either 25 points denial to you or getting 9 victory points for me, and it was better for going for minus 25 to
I
you.
think I'd have potentially been able to hose you down as well with my Warhounds. So that leads us on to my secondary objective. And I needed to get a total of 33% of my army remaining to achieve 5 points winning the game. And I got that much. 32.28. So not even, I can round that up from 32.5.
No.
32.28. So I think that, is it Gene Hackman in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
I think
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
You get nothing!
You lose! You get nothing! And I think that sums it up in the best way that we know how. So
nobody wins in this.
Yeah.
We're all losers.
Everyone's a loser. And if you made it this far, well done. Thank you for sticking around. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
In a bit.